especially at the WASI level. The last 8 years, the performance of WASI is the best we've had. But if you pay attention to other people, they are going to everything is falling apart. Nothing good is happening in the country. Teachers are being ignored. You are not being given anything. I want you to be critical consumers of information. Don't take whatever you hear as the gospel truth. Investigate it yourself. Teachers, if you don't pass on that attribute to the students, we're in trouble. If everything a student hears, because they heard it on radio, is true, we are in trouble. So begin to help educate the children to become critical thinkers. Individuals who analyze data and make sense of it, and make informed judgment of it. The era of rote memorization is over. I hope you didn't have to memorize, you didn't have to chew Paul and pass and forget. I hope you didn't do that. No chew Paul pass at Offinso College of Education. Are we sure? Okay. Congratulations, principal. I'm told that chew Paul pass and forget is dead at Offinso College of Education. But my colleague teachers, distinguished lecturers, in case one of you have not stopped it, let's just stop the memorization. University of Cape Coast, the questions that you give them should not lend themselves to rote memorization. Allow them to become critical thinkers while they are being trained here, so that when they go to the classrooms, they can also train the young ones to become critical thinkers. If you are expecting them to memorize here, then don't tell them to go to the classrooms and create critical thinkers for our country. We cannot memorize our way out of poverty. We have to produce critical thinkers. And critical thinkers are not created in classroom environment where the teacher is the God. When he speaks, nobody speaks. When she talks, nobody talks. And in case one of the children is just too much exuberant and they can't sit down and they want to ask questions, they don't get to be at the receiving end of a cane. Let us empower our children in our classrooms to ask questions. Allow them to express their opinions. Get them to understand that the whole knowledge does not rest with you. God has given them knowledge that they can share for the betterment of the class. I know you are stepping to classrooms where some people think that, oh, children these days, they are not well behaved. I had a wonderful opportunity of teaching in America and taught for 10 years in American classroom. There was one morning when one child was sleeping in my class. I went and said, Johnny, wake up, why are you sleeping in my class? He looked up to me and he said, am I bothering you? And I said, no, you are sleeping. I want you to pay attention and understand what I'm teaching. He said, I'm not bothering you. I'm sleeping. Allow me to sleep. He said, look at other children who are not paying attention to you. Instead of talking to them, I'm sleeping, you want to wake me up. I know Ghanaian children are not going to ask you, am I bothering you? If you find a good way of dealing with them, they will literally worship you. Ghanaian children are the best you can find anywhere in the world. Relate to them positively. Share your stories with them in case you have a story to share as to how you have gotten to where you have gotten to. Carry the children with you. Get them excited about the future. Let them know that their future will be different and they will never forget you. They'll always remember you. I had a wonderful opportunity of visiting my teachers I visited about 6 months ago my class 1 teacher. She has passed on now. So I'm so happy I was able to visit her before she passed on. About 2 months ago, I visited my class 3 teacher, who is from Germany. And I had a wonderful time with him. This profession is a profession that gives you an opportunity to be the part of the life of others. A profession that gives you opportunity to change the future of others by how you talk to these young ones. Don't let them get you so angry to say things that you did not plan on saying. If you are getting angry, take a deep breath and understand that they are children. Begin to find ways of your own. Be an entrepreneur. Be somebody who is an entrepreneur in education. Come up with your own unique ways of dealing with students. Your own unique ways of teaching your subjects. Get the children to begin to appreciate why you are in the classroom with them. And one day when you look back on your life, that is what you remember. The children that you empowered. The children that you gave opportunity to blossom. The children who were not doing well but came to your class and for the first time began to do well. Those who could not do mathematics until they met you. These are the students who will never forget you. I want you to know that the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo want to ensure that we better the lives of teachers and also the teaching profession. Integration of technology through the allocation of laptops to teachers is to ensure that you be abreast of teaching methodologies of the 21st century. You are entering into a teaching profession where things are evolving and change is the only thing that you're going to see more of. There's nothing that is static about education in this era. I want you to know that you need to have a growth mindset. Growth mindset is what will make you successful. Growth mindset is when you tell yourself that everything is possible, even in the face of challenges. Growth mindset is what is going to make you successful in your chosen profession. If you have a static mindset, you tell yourself nothing good can happen. And you may even say, I am just a teacher. No, you are not just a teacher. You are going to mold the next generation of individuals who, God willing, will change the fortunes of this country. Your role is so important. Your role is so important. And you have to begin to look at yourself as a change agent. Growth mindset says that everything is possible. It's just a question of finding a new way of doing it. Find a new way of doing what is impossible. That's a growth mindset. If you have a static mindset, you're always going to tell yourself, this cannot happen. If only I have all these things, then everything will be possible. No, in this village that I've been posted to, I know there's no way I will be able to succeed as a teacher here. That is a fixed mindset. But begin to also understand those who have succeeded in this world, in their chosen profession, or anything that they do for that matter, have done so because they have invested time in themselves. If you want to be the best teacher the world has ever known, invest time in yourself. Study, study, study. After you have graduated, you are the first group of teachers who don't have to worry about topper. You heard of the topper, right? No more topper. And it did not come just like that. It took the commitment of the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who first knew that if he's going to improve quality education in this country, if he's going to enhance education in this country, we need to ensure that you have a bachelor's degree. You see, any government will have said, no way, I have restored allowances. I should just pay 3 years. Why am I going to pay allowance for 4 years? But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo did not look at the cost He looked at the cost of education as an investment in you. And that is why you don't have to worry about top up. You are entering the profession at a higher pay scale than those who have a diploma. So it's a higher cost to the government to do a 4-year degree and to hire people with 4-year degree to teach in our schools. But it is an investment in the future of this country. And that is why the president did not shy away from allowing us to do a 4-year bachelor degree program so that you enter the classroom, whether at the KG level, whether at the primary school, junior high school level, with a bachelor's degree. This puts Ghana at par with developed nations around the world, with countries like the United States of America, countries like UK, where you need a bachelor's degree to teach. So I can assure you that your adventure is going to be very different from those who came before you. You have been equipped, and the next thing you need to do is to nurture yourself. Take advantage of opportunities for professional development and grow and become the best among the best around the world. I also want you to understand that you have begun a journey today. That journey may make you a hero one day. So in case you haven't heard of it, Google it, or Google as you say, and find out more about the hero's journey, how people succeed. The hero's journey. Google it. Begin to understand that Joseph Campbell, a sociologist, researched people who have succeeded around the world in different professions. And he wanted to find out how do people succeed and others don't. Why is it that somebody succeeds and becomes a hero, literally worshipped, and others don't? So Joseph Campbell came up with what is called the hero's journey. He said the hero's journey begins with living an ordinary life. You are just living an ordinary life. You are not thinking of becoming a hero, becoming somebody